Alright, come on, YouTube. There we go, it's not working. Which, are you working? Yep, it's working. Alrighty, let's go keep on working. I am trying to, what am I trying to do? Alright, set up pirate. Alrighty, mate. Pirate. Yep. Oh, you ass! Alrighty, let's just set it up. Hey, Rabbit. Alright, since you want to be an ass, we'll do it the way I want to do it. Matey. Let's see. Hello, I don't know who's on. No one's on, no one's watching, which is fine. That's how it always goes. Sologiving.
Without having an invitation before. Hello, folks. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an internet influencer. I'm French. Don't you know an entitled white man can go anywhere he wants in Asia? People told me that foreigners when they come to business weddings. Because, well, I'm an entitled white man. The full videos on my YouTube because apparently mocking an entitled white man's behavior like an SNL skit is abusive behavior. When racism fine on this app. So yeah, that's the whole thing here on my YouTube. This is a video saying that conventional dishwasher rinse aids contain fragrances, dyes, and surfactants that can leave behind residue on your dishes, which means it's on your utensils and you're cleaning them out every day, so that's not good. Most conventional rinse aids contain surfactants because they reduce the surface tension of the water so that the water will sheet off of the dishes instead of forming droplets, which become spots. They also contain preservatives, but that's to prevent microbial growth within the bottle. And some contain dye and fragrance, but that just depends on the brand. When used correctly, meaningful.
How to win the cheese token machines at round 1 in 3 easy steps. First thing is testing the claw string. You should be able to grab it up about at least midway. Any less than that will not work. The second thing is you need to swing it. Swing it left and right, and when it gets to a 45-degree angle, that's when you drop the claw. Once the claw lands on the cheese token, press the claw button and the claw button. And now drag it over and swing.
Coolest Pokemon games that you never knew existed. Back in 2024, a solo dev named Emo started playing around with Game Boy Color graphics on top of Pokemon Emerald, and that little tech demo slowly turned into a full project called Emerald Sea Blast that released on August 23rd, 2024. But at first, most people just thought it was a cute retro reskins. You see, once players actually loaded it up, they realized every single sprite, battle background, menu, and town had been redrawn to look like a polished gold and silver sequel.
And guess which one's the real?
That one. No, that one.
Because this is the best bacon I've ever had.
I can't wait till your Uncle Mitchell you love it.
Why doesn't it have
Because my year's animated Iron Soy.
Luke's allergic to soy. It's not close if he can't breathe.
Put the gun down!
Can you see that's my throat? Oh, God.
The opening is supposed to be in the back.
Wait, I'm not going to what? You're getting a shot. Can you believe that again? She should be here.
Right, we're working right now.
Hey, real champ, look out here. The patient presents wrong inflammation, dermal pruritus, and minor angioedema. What are your thoughts?
It's an allergic reaction
everybody's okay. What happened to her? Oh, she has to watch a C-section. Yeah. I think Alex might have so petty about your mom judging my parenting. I even thought about what she's going through today. I feel awful.
That wasn't your great parent.
She does?
Yeah, she thinks she can't make. No.
Never mind. And guess which one's
Sorry, Clay. I just asked Gemma. Just want to make sure. Right there.
What's happening? Why is
Yeah, so we were gonna build a thing about pickpockets and making sure you running over. And then as I checked my microphone, it dropped and actually knocked it part of the train track. So if this happens to you, do not jump on the train track because I thought about doing it. I was like, take it.
They're in a cheaper way downtown.
Yeah, what you call cheap.
Ah.
Luca.
You like to teach Aria about stairs? Does that work? That's under the door. And goes upstairs. Man, what's so fast? I'm not sure she's off. Okay. Oh, are we struggling with timing of the next topic with time? Man, is the duckling? She getting way bigger. Almost too big for her whole house. And a little farm with heated roof. Oh, you guys want to know all about it? I don't know. Anything, man. He or she needs a name. Very soon. So we'll figure out the gender. I mean, let's show her the house. Go down the steps. Where she? Hold on, wait. Come on. Come downstairs. Come on. Okay. Come on. No trouble. Got treats for you just in one step.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about stairs. Does that work?
I'm a dry cleaner. Here are some garments I avoid because they are difficult. More Impossible Clean Leather Edition. First off, faux leather, which is plastic, should never be considered as it will break down and peel and become garbage. It's not a matter of if, but when. Usually in 5 years. Color block leather garments. Soft. There's a new glitch that was found, a new trick. So I'm gonna show you.
next Wednesday? Shouts. No times. No hold.
If I had to create a nostalgic Marvel game from my childhood, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is exactly what it was.
Mm.
Artists who got famous because of social media. Back in early 2010, a small music duo named Carbon started uploading cover songs from their tiny closet apartment as Amy Heidemann handled the vocals while Nick Newman produced their tracks. They had no record label or industry connections. However, they did have one thing, a plan. But this wasn't some random post that covered over 2 years, as they posted 36 covers without a single viral exploded with over 3 million views in 5 days. So every major record base.
So I'm willing to bet if we make a hole right here, and then if we also make a hole right here, I'm going to assume that when we reload our game, one of these is going to be here and one isn't. Okay, well there you go, mystery solved. It looks like the only stuff with permanence is the stuff inside of our borders. So wait, what happens to something like this, where some of it's inside and some of it isn't? Let's just hammer the whole thing down and see what happens. Yeah, there we go, a little more like that. It definitely isn't like a gross eyesore now. Anyway, let's reload and see what happens. Oh, well there you go. And also, it looks like we can see the exact place where our base starts and stops. We can also see that there's like a ceiling above us, so it doesn't look like we can actually go that high. Alert, Avino came out with the skip Rhea, Alatoin.
If you play sorry.
Mm-hmm.
还真是不见棺材不落泪啊！我就不相信顾家能因为你跟我争吵。
Morning. Morning.
cafe reinvented French fries and boosted sales. Instead of serving the usual boring side dish, they mashed fresh potatoes and ran them through a meat grinder with a special attachment to create long strips. Finally, they deep fry them and the product is ready to eat. This format is perfect for food courts and outdoor events, and people are lining up to try. This cafe...
One of the coolest experiences in Osaka is unfortunately hidden in the basement of a building that too few people walk in. So this building is really famous for two things, but it really should be famous for this ridiculously delicious, really weird experience. This is the Damaru on Shinsaibashi, known mostly for having the Pokemon Center and for its bottom floor having stores that sell $200 fruits and $500 desserts. But what it's not known for is this place right here. You're probably wondering, what are they doing? And what's that giant frog? This is a place that's hand making every single thing right in front of me that I'm about to eat. This is a place selling handmade fresh cut candy. Yes, that's right, fresh made candy that is literally cut right in front of you, and you can even pay for candy cutting sessions. But it's good. Oh, they're even famous for this giant frog that I'm not nearly brave enough to eat. I got a variety pack, this light up Star Wars flat lollipop. You can literally see the handcrafting, the built grain, and the icing. Let's try it.
I want to see if it actually works as well, but like, not that much space though.
It's not.
Another one was they locked me in a room with a 600-pound Bengal tiger. They locked me in a motel room. I didn't even know we were. Another one was they locked me in a room. Scientists once painted a healthy ant with a tiny drop of oleic acid. You see, when an ant dies, its body releases this chemical, the scent of death. To the colony, the smell is a command. Carry the body to the graveyard. So when the painted ant returned to its nest, the other ants smelled death. They grabbed it, dragged it out to the graveyard. Each time it tried to run back inside, they carried it out again, treated it as if it was already dead. And only when the scent finally faded, the ant allowed to live among them. Once again.
Happy Thanksgiving! I brought somebody I want you guys to meet. Well, he brought another one. Another one told you. I'll be 24.
Hello. You followed me for doing nothing? Thanks.
Workers place metal dumbbell. Workers.
Must have followed and unfollowed. That's hilarious.
Place metal dumbbell cores into heated molds. Cover them with.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. I began to pass out. One thing a lot of people don't realize about relationships is sometimes you can love the person you're with, absolutely be so wrong for each other. Part of being compatible in a relationship is how you argue, how you repair, how you handle stress, because you're gonna have a lot of it. How you treat each other on your absolute worst day, how your overall values match up in life. Love at the end of the day sometimes isn't enough. Also, you cannot fix the other person with your love, no matter how much you love them. That sounds stupid, but I mean, like,
the giant snake, the flimsy Emu copy of the big Goron sword, costing a whopping 200 rupees. It is easily one of the most expensive items in the game and useless. You'd think it'd be good. Alas, it tends to... yeah. So, how does this work? The giant snake can strike some semi-hard objects up to 8 times before breaking. However, against enemies, it will survive up to 100 hits before breaking. So, when you think about it, if you're good and only hit enemies, 2 rupees per enemy's hit is a pretty good deal. What's wild is that the game tracks how many times you've hit something. Even if you save and come back, you can't cheat the system. It has a saved lifespan and will go kaput when it either reaches 8 hits of the wall or 100 hits of the enemy. When it's broken, it just turns into the equivalent of a 2-handed Kokiri sword doing 1 damage. On top of that, it has a
Why
shorter
is Joyce
reach and
been down?
far fewer attacks. I dare you to beat the game with just this. The giant snake, the flimsy Emu copy of the big Goron sword, costing a whopping 200 rupees. It is easily one of the most expensive items in the game and useless.
5 old school Thanksgiving dishes people hardly make anymore. 5 oyster stuffing. In
In the 1800s, oysters were so abundant that street vendors sold them like snacks, and pairing them with Thanksgiving turkey became common. A 19th century oyster craze spread the recipe nationwide, but by the mid-1900s it fell out of style, now mostly found only in New England or the Gulf Coast. 4. Jell-O salads. Gelatin became a household staple in the early 1900s, making wobbly, congealed salads wildly popular during hard economic times. These colorful rings often mixed fruit, whipped cream, nuts, or even vegetables in mayonnaise, eventually
Gross.
becoming a nostalgic but much mocked relic. 3. Turkey aspic.
Hello. Someone joined from my post. What post did they join from? Was it my one mocking the white guy in Vietnam? There's Jellyfin. Not here. Alright, I might as well turn down Plex, because I don't use Plex anymore. Hello. Alright. Oh, gotta use the bathroom. Dun, 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 dun. Task configurator. I do this file, these changes will get lost. So where does it store my file? Store my where am I supposed to edit the files? I need a better chair. When do I need back on? Hello. Hello. Someone followed me, and did you unfollow me? Oh, shut up, TikTok. Why do you hate me so badly, TikTok? You keep telling me to go live every single day, but when I do go live, you do everything you can to hate on me. Like, what's the point? You are an ass, Open Media Vault. I'm gonna have to start all the changes locally just because Open Media Vault is being an ass. Happy Thanksgiving. Hey, Ganterich. Yeah. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the. Is that coffee? I didn't see that. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you, Aunt. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Turkey. Unfortunately, no turkey for me. Just stuffing or turkey. I mean, it might be chicken flavored stuffing. I forget which one I bought. But yeah, that's the way it's gonna be right now. Um, what's it called? I'm finding out my OS system is annoying the hell out of me right now. So, gotta go fix it. Gotta wait for an hour for food now? I mean, that's not too bad. I currently just found out like all my changes are now in my server. They were being an ass. So I don't know what published server is. Use Windows. I have a Linux media server over there, and my desktop though is Windows, or my dev computer is a Windows one. So there's that. Can you guest up? Yeah, you can. I gotta get the headset though, and I gotta go change the. Give me 1 minute. Hopefully this has enough battery. I didn't charge it. Casino. Oh. I'm surprised the casino's open. Well, I'm not surprised the casino's open. Oh no, this is dead. Oh no, it's not dead. This is 70%. Oh, should be good. Let's change the default audio. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Yeah. Hello? No, that's not working. Input devices. Hmm. Testing, testing. Nope. Testing, testing. Nope. Headset, bolt tune. Yep, it's set. Alright, then it's not bolt tune, then it's okay, now you should be hearing me. There we go. Yep, there we go. I had to change settings on OBS. It was not my computer one. So yeah, you can guest in now. There we go.
Oh, check.
There you
Check.
go.
Hello. Oh, hi.
You're charging your phone again. I can hear it.
You can hear them. Let me know. Let me know if it's annoying.
It's not to me.
Okay, great. Cement, if it's annoying to you, I will decide what I will do.
Yeah.
You're so happy you got Thanksgiving food, Cement? I'm glad. I'm glad you're, it's good. You got it at the casino?
Thanksgiving food at the casino. That's interesting.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, you're not cooking it, right? So.
Do you go to the casino? Have you ever been? I assume you've been to a casino, but do you enjoy it?
Nope. I don't really gamble either. I see that as just pure losing money.
Okay. I think that can be a good trait.
Good what? A good trait.
A good trait to be what am I trying to say? A gambling sort of tendencies can be sort of self-destructive.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just
a girl.
Man, Cement, your positivity is rubbing off on me. I'm happy Thanksgiving.
He's having YouTube and oh, I need it. I'm starting to slowly get hungry, and I have 4 more hours before I can cook.
You're counting down the hour. This reminds me of when I tried to fast. I fasted for like a few weeks. It would be good in the morning, through the afternoon, and then when I think 4 o'clock, that's when I could eat. The 2 hours up until I could eat were the longest 2 hours ever.
It's just I'm getting hungry now, and right, all this stuff I'm doing right now is annoying the hell out of me because I'm trying to get my whole home server up, or I'm trying to update my home server, or the media side of it instead of the smart home, because I can't do the smart home since that home server doesn't have a graphics card.
Yeah.
But updating it, and I found out all my what they call Docker Compose files are gone. So I gotta rewrite them all, which is a pain.
How long did that take you?
So it doesn't take me long to write the files. The problem is I'm now trying to do something very intricate with them all, and I thought it was only going to take me like, an hour and a half. It's not taking me an hour and a half anymore.
What'd you eat, Just
I didn't eat anything today. Oh, what did Just the girl eat? I don't know.
Yeah. What do you? I know you had.
I think she's gone.
Oh, she's gone. What you had leftovers? I will stop talking about food.
You're just making me hungry.
Yeah, I know. Gas stations open. It's pretty nice. I went driving for a little bit. It's a pleasant driving experience.
I don't know. I don't drive.
I assume you know how to drive.
Yep, I do.
Okay. Can you drive stick shift?
Nope.
Me neither. Me neither.
Never learned how to drive a manual. Well, I kind of tried to learn, but I never got good at it. In my opinion, there was really
How
no
about
point.
is a moped? Does everyone in Hawaii have like experience with a moped?
I wouldn't say everyone has, but I think we all know how to ride one because we all, for a while, everyone learns how to ride a bicycle because that's the way to get around before you get an adult. But I'm also from the generation where we used to go outside and play all day before
Yep.
everything else.
Cement says, I think of race cars immediately. You said that. Race cars. Did you win any money, Cement? Did you come out on top? Break even? I was talking with someone else today about I don't know what the topic came up. The topic of Tootsie and Dustin Hoffman came up, and it made me think about Mrs. Doubtfire and how it's a slick movie in how it kind of presents the idea of cross-dressing.
Well, there's been cross-dressing in all kinds of movies. It's only been a problem recently. I mean, what's his name? The mayor from New York,
Giuliani.
Was cross-dressed.
Yeah.
It was a hazing ritual for people.
Yeah. But as a kid watching it, no, because for me, in my experience, so just that's probably my first exposure to that kind of idea. And it wasn't even in your face. It wasn't even something to like think twice about.
Yeah, it was just there.
Yeah. So it's kind of clever in a way, and it makes me think if you watch that movie for the first time as an adult, it's a probably different experience than from a child or a younger person's perspective.
Yeah, I guess.
Because I recently saw someone did an edit, like a creepy horror movie edit of Mrs. Doubtfire, of a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes that kind of perspective of, isn't it? It is kind of creepy that a man faced with losing his children will go dress up as a woman to see his children.
Yeah, but that's kind of also saying something about the court system and everything else. But
that's true.
It's kind of like how what's his name? Walt from Breaking Bad turned to meth because he had cancer, right? Or started cooking meth because he had cancer, because he couldn't afford his medical bills and everything else, and so forth. Of course, in the end, it was about his greed, but that's a whole different thing.
I haven't watched Breaking Bad, so.
No, you haven't? I have not watched all of it, but I know the story. That's basically the start. Was all because he started doing all that meth cooking because he had cancer.
I'm surprised you started it and you watched it and you didn't finish it.
Oh, I didn't.
Because apparently it's.
I didn't start it. I catch clips every time.
Oh. Okay.
That's the problem. Like, you can't escape it. Like, just like I couldn't escape. I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but I have seen all the. I've seen a ton of clips.
Okay. Huh. I want to test that out for myself. It's like the act of watching clips, a lot of clips, how that compares to watching a movie or a show all the way through, start to finish.
Like I watched House all the way, kind of most, not all the way through, but like I think from like season 4 on.
Okay.
And yeah, I see the clips come online, and now then I'm trying to remind myself of the episode. But everyone's like, why do you always ignore what House has to say? He's always right. And the truth is, like, House is not always right. The truth was that House is
Oh
often
yeah.
wrong. He just ends up being right when it in the end because they find the cure, or they found the cure, right?
That's an interesting. I haven't, since you're here, or like since my mind has been politics. I haven't thought of House like that. House kind of appeals. Do you think House? Well, I'm sure there's an argument to be made, but like on the surface, House as an authoritarian figure.
Yes, but the thing is that so the thing about
I think
House
Cuddy.
is that
Yeah.
he's an asshole. Because well, that's the only way to cut through the bullshit, right? The whole theme of basically what House says is that everybody lies, right?
No, there are definitely those cases, sure, but it's an element, sure. I'll agree.
Yeah. So the whole thing behind his whole kind of theme was everybody lies, and because everybody's lying, there's no real point of trying to kiss up to them because you're just letting the lie get through. If you call them out on it, you're just being hard ass to them. And to the extent he's right, they'll finally get the truth out. You get the truth.
I'm trying to wrestle with that. I'm trying because I think wasn't House kind of based on, like House is based on like Sherlock Holmes, and so I take everything as a mystery. So things that seem complicated, can be solved deductively with logic.
Yeah.
Which kind of it opens up a can of worms because a lot of health professionals don't really. They might enjoy House, but it's not realistic to how medicine works or how medicine is practiced.
Yeah.
But I think about Cuddy, right? Cuddy is the person you don't like, but she maintains the system to keep it working.
Cuddy's is often an authoritative villain. But the truth is, Cuddy's often the one that keeps him grounded, or is the one that makes sure he doesn't oversee his authority.
Yeah, and it's funny because he will not he wouldn't readily admit it, but he knows that deep down.
Well, he knows it. It's just that he's not gonna admit it.
Yeah, that's interesting. The idea of admitting, because it's sort of a common idea. Like everyone know, some things are better left unsaid, even though we all know what's going on. I wonder what's his friend's name?
Wilson.
Wilson. I wonder what kind of he represents. Not even he's not even emotional. Maybe.
Well, Wilson was supposed like the Wilson in Sherlock Holmes was supposed to be the one that actually had the actual knowledge. Right.
Okay.
That doesn't quite work with House because he has to have the medical knowledge.
Yeah.
Why are you guys doing that? Because it's 4 o'clock.
Because we're trying to distract.
And I'm not cooking till about 9 o'clock. And yeah, that's about it. But so Wilson is the guy is basically in the show houses his confidant, the one that kind of leads him and the one who's a lot his best friend, right?
Yeah.
It's not really part of his team or whatever, but the one that he goes to complain to that.
I'm not crazy. No, I don't even know.
It's not about craziness. It's more about the one he complains to, but it's not about the medicine. It's about his life.
Oh, okay. I think I'm getting there. Like Wilson understands House, in a world where no one really understands House. Well,
Well, I think everyone understands how his whole team, the guy Foreman, and everything else. Foreman is his rival, not really a rival, but Foreman's like the guy he knows he can trust the most on to challenge him. His whole
I
team
like
was
Foreman.
created. Yeah, his whole team was created to be like people to challenge him intellectually
Yeah.
and give him something to go off of. But Wilson was there to be the one to challenge him on his life.
Okay.
Right? So you have your intellectual sparring buddies that comes with dealing with the medical drama or the medicine, and then you have the guy who's like also dealing with you in your life more than anything else. But he also helps with the medical stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
Because he specialized in cancer, so good in kind of cancer diagnosis, good say cancer.
Yeah. I liked Foreman. I liked this character.
Mm.
Um, it was interesting seeing the new interns come in, the new team come in, and
Mm-hmm.
how it contrasted with the old team. Are like, yeah, we know how to handle them. We know how to. Here's how you work with House. Everyone lived through that experience.
Yeah. But at the same time, it was just always interesting to know. Like their show was just is less about the medicine, right? Is more about the
Sure.
interaction about to the
Yeah.
people
Mm-hmm.
and how
It,
the medicine was just driving the drama.
yeah. It was a detective show, mystery detective show.
Mm, I think the mystery part was just the driver of the plot.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than that. So the whole point, like the medicine was what it would give you your plot, but it wasn't really about the medicine. It was about the
For sure.
interacting of
Oh
the
no.
people between it.
Oh yeah, the dynamic. That's
Yeah.
what. But no, but that was the payoff. The whole like House. I figured it out. You went to the X, and then this Z. This caused that. This caused it. That's when you went there, and then here's how we fix it. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do. You spin around 3 times. I tap your head, and then you drink water. Then you're cured.
Not quite, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Now there was one episode where he's like he rushes into the elevator after hearing that they had the patient and their boyfriend got intimate in the forest or something. And he at the end, almost at the end of the episode, he rushes into the elevator. He reaches into I don't know the patient somewhere on their body and pulls out a tick.
Oh,
Like, I
that
found
that was the young girl where he says it's Lyme disease. So that with family
yeah.
and stuff too. Nope, no family. So I calling this solo giving because I'm on my own. I'll be on my own also for Christmas and New Year's.
Tick girl. But yeah, I didn't learn. I would be surprised if anyone learned anything medical from House.
Well, everyone would take a differential, right? So people kind of learned,
Differential. Okay.
trying to figure out root causes or diseases. But that was actually like more background in the end, right? So
What did I enjoy about House? Oh, you know what? My experience was like so. I did kind of naive, right? So I know I've learned a lot since then. But the idea that you can have a problem, and then there's someone smart enough that can help you, that can fix you. I think that was part of the appeal.
Oh yeah, I think part of the appeal was just finding out how being an asshole he's still right in the end.
That's true.
But what was the other one that was pretty interesting to me was there's a couple episodes where he's locked in the mental institution, right? With what's his name? The guy who created Hamilton.
Oh, Lin Manuel, was that
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Oh, he was in it.
Miranda
I
was in
didn't
it.
know.
Yeah. He was his best buddy in that
I didn't see
episode.
that.
So yeah, so because of that, he would be considered. So like that had nothing to do with medicine. It had everything to do with House and House dealing with and getting and realizing like he was actually being outsmarted by somebody else. And the chief from Brooklyn 911 was in there.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
he played the
Oh, it was like a.
he played the head psychologist.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like that whole episode was just about him coming to terms with how he's been treating people.
Okay.
Yeah, it was an
Interesting show.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think it just hit everyone. It kind of got everyone to I don't know, it like scratched an itch for everybody about medical dramas. It was more of a soap opera class disguised as a mystery medical drama, right?
Yeah. Did you ever watch ER?
Nope.
It's a. It's an interesting show to watch.
Hmm.
It's very 90s. It has a very 90s aesthetic, which is cool, but it's very. I find it relevant. Lots of satisfying story arcs too, if you like character development. Character development is very strong compared to House. House is. I couldn't tell you anything about anyone's development.
No, the main character was House, so you could
Yeah.
watch House's development. You watch Wilson's kind of development, but the team it was mostly his team forming from being the more assertive and challenging him more and more.
Oh, so
Foreman actually took over the hospital in the end, right? So working with House was a benefit to him. He
Yeah.
became chief.
yeah. Did you like Suits?
Oh, Suits was the later seasons weren't that great, but the earlier
Oh
seasons
yeah,
were good.
yeah. Yeah, it got it was rocky towards the end, but it reminds me of that. You have a really, in the end, it all works out.
Well, the problem with Suits in the end was like the chemistry was between what's the guy's name,
Mike, the good lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
They're all good lawyers. It's just they portrayed Lewis as the worst one.
That's true.
Right. So the thing was like Lewis. The part of the problem was they constantly tried to make Lewis the bad guy when he really wasn't, and they gave a synonym for their relationship was that old cartoon where they go in and they both had different jobs to kind of beat each other up so that it kind of makes them better in a way that competition is supposed to help them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Wile E. Coyote or anything else. It's just it's more like or Tom and Jerry is more like a different cartoon where like the whole thing is to kind of beat each other up, but at the end of the day, it's when time to clock out, it's done. They're friends after, or there's no hard feelings after.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
And the whole point of kind of Lewis's thing was to be the antagonist at the same time the part of the lawyer that Harvey Specter couldn't be. Like Harvey might be smart at closing everything else, but Lewis had the more money. He knew the financial knowledges. He knew how to do, you know,
Okay, I got you. It's good to contrast just to
yeah,
show I don't know the right word. Competent is the ver how competent how like because I wish I could remember his name, but he's slick. He's a slick lawyer. He's attractive and he's
Harvey Specter was his name.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Foil. Maybe foil might be the right word for Lewis.
Yeah. So
And
Lewis was Harvey's foil. That's kind of what his
yeah,
whole role was.
and early on, right? Lewis is because something had to threaten Mike, right? You just can't. Hey, I found you. You're a fake lawyer.
Well, you need the
Okay,
plot.
okay.
The overarching plot needs some kind of drama or some kind of looming threat.
Yeah.
Right.
Some sort of tension.
Yeah, you need the tension, the threat, the looming threat. The looming threat is going to be like, how does Lewis react? How does what's her name?
Donna.
Not Donna, the boss. Donna knew from the beginning.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
How do they react? They bring in new partners every time to be the big bad villain. Well, Lewis is like the minor villain, but Lewis is not really like the minor villain. He's more like the other.
Oh, maybe it kind of unraveled after that point because the boss found out, and then the another guy threatened to tell the secret unless he was made partner too, and then everyone knew the secret, and then
he
they
got into
weren't able
prison.
to.
He went to prison, and then he started trying to do his little side job or his charity work as a lawyer. And those are all good, drama points. Like, what do you do after the secret gets out, right? What do you do after he goes to prison? He still has all the skills and knowledge to be a lawyer. He passed the bar. He just didn't go to law school, right? So the question is like, but the thing is like, once all those kind of threats, and then he moved away, and now you had the different partner come in, and the guy from Psych and the lady from all come in to play with,
Dule Hill.
Dule Hill, and the other woman, the one that had her whole following in the beginning. I forget her name, but the whole point of them was to create the new drama. That they merged with the competitor that was what's her name's father.
Yeah.
And like you try to keep the drama going, but the thing was like the looming threat was kind of gone. Though the chemistry of what it meant to be a lawyer and kind of do all those things was lost once they kind of lost Mike, because the story was like you don't really have much of a story anymore.
Was that because Meghan Markle didn't have anything to do with that yet? Because part of the show is her leaving.
Well, yeah, and the problem was a lot of cats actually didn't want to do the show.
Oh, okay.
Because they're filming in Toronto, and Toronto didn't have. Once you're in, like, if you're filming in Toronto, the problem was like you're kind of gone from the rest of filming in America or filming locations, because like you don't have any other options, right? You have to move to Toronto, find a place to live there, and then now you're kind of secluded from everything else.
Yeah. So your career opportunities, like filming, I gotcha.
Yeah. So that was the problem, because like they would film there for a season, right? And the season's pretty much from they film this like probably in the spring to summer, right? So then they would have to find a place to live, and then they would have to move out to film, like to go to like Los Angeles or New York City or Vancouver or wherever to film the next show. And that's kind of hard to do when you're an actor, because like you have to jump job to job or place to place. So like filming in Toronto was not the easiest work for them, and that's why they all wanted to leave.
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotta go. But have you seen *Halt and Catch Fire*?
No.
I think you would like it. I'm not sure. It's hard to describe without like planting ideas in your head.
Oh.
Because it's not. Because I want to say it's like Mad Men, but if you hear that, I'm scared it's gonna turn you off. But
I never watched Mad Men
it's
either.
yeah, it's a story about like the '90s tech industry,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some elements of how. So if you like how, there's some elements in there I think that might latch on. You might latch on to. And it's very realistic, and like it's very plausible of how how tech was created, how tech progressed in the '90s. It's a really cool show.
Okay.
Halt and Catch Fire.
I got a lot of TV shows I got to catch up on. I even still need to watch
A
Mr.
lot,
Robot.
yeah. I think it's better than Mr. Robot.
You do?
Halt and Catch Fire. I tried to watch Mr. Robot, and it felt. So I watched a couple episodes, and it felt like there's like this promise of this really big payoff at the end. Like if you follow this all the way through, it's like here's a secret. Let's go on a ride, and it felt like you had to dedicate so much time to understand it.
No. I think part of the reason why Mr. Robot fell off was because was his name Rami Malek all of a sudden got massive fans or massive credit, and they couldn't do everything they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because I think right after Mr. Robot, he did the what's it called? The Queen the Queen movie, right? And he was good in that. Yeah, the Queen documentary.
But Mr. Robot had a really interesting aura around it. It was interesting. It was cool. All right, I gotta go.
All right.
Take
Enjoy.
Care. Maybe I'll catch you. Yeah.
I'll be cooking in about 4 hours, so we'll see.
Nice. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, bye. Alrighty, let's switch back to the other mic because this thing is. I don't really like wearing headsets. It's annoying. Alright. Why aren't you turning off? Testing, testing. There we go. Back at it. Alright. Let's continue editing my files. Nope, that was nothing. Yep. Yep. Alrighty. Why does that keep popping up? You fucking ass!
here's how you can win from the UFOs.
Things that 99% of
Approved. Approved. I don't know. Approved.
I'm going to try my best to describe this in a way that makes
Ryan Nemeth, who hid underneath the ring, trying to steal this, trying to win it hires, trying to avoid wearing the turkey suit once again, and a roster cut. Cover. Ram back inside the ring. Look out. Oh, slice.
even if you miss, you might land among the stars or
Stop your turkey. This year.
What changed your mind?
You.
You can see DDT's walking down the entrance ramp toward the ring. Oh, this is a dark day in TNA. Chair! He's got the chair in hand! Don't do it, BT! No, he's not going to. He's trapped it now! He won't do it! The chair!
What changed your mind?
You. All of you. In love's the only thing we got to talk about it. Nothing really matters. And who knows what we become? We denied it.
So it's serious for anyone who's making mac and cheese tomorrow. So let me tell you guys what went wrong in that video and why the cheese sauce came out so stringy. It doesn't matter what recipe you're following, this will still apply. So of course, you're gonna start by making your roux that will be the melted butter and flour. After you cook that, will begin to cook in your milk. Then of course you're gonna bring that to a boil, and this is actually where things went wrong for cheese. People usually put their cheese in as soon as the milk boils, but that's exactly how you're gonna mess it up. You have to let your white sauce cool down for at least 30 seconds. And honestly, at this point, you're done cooking the sauce, so you can take it off completely. This is usually where I take the opportunity to season it. Once you let the time lapse, you can now put in your grated cheese. So basically, as your pot's temperature goes down, that same heat is what's melting your cheese. And as you can tell in her video, it is quite literally still on the heat, and that's what causes it to be stringy. So I hope this helps. And if you're not making the mac and cheese tomorrow, send this to whoever will appreciate the info.
know that ice can sink? Because it can also float. Now, whether or not it sinks and floats depends on the liquid that's put in it and the density. Water is actually chemical substance, the same number of molecules. Ice will also have less space than the same number of molecules with water. But alcohol is different because ice is actually more dense than alcohol, so it sinks to the bottom. Isn't that wild? It's wild to me.
Why do you do these hot, fresh donuts? I went to pull it out, and it's like, oh.
You know, people still think that staple gun to your tongue was fake. I don't know how. Not one staple has ever been fake. Those staples stayed in me the entire match. Like, you can see you backstage fresh off of watching John Wick stuff. So,
A man took a few ghosts. This shell is an engineering failure, and it's actually the
let's make something out of nothing. Today we have a Biscoff.
Want to see your own DNA? Want to see your own DNA? The answer is obviously yes. First, switch to salt water.
oh. A ver.
Riddle me this. If climate change isn't real, where are all the resource cafe people? Riddle me this. If climate
In girl world, Halloween is the one night a year when a girl looks like a total slut and no other girls can say anything about it. The hardcore girls
was today years old when I learned that Ali had been out on a record I Don't Wanna. And the only reason she did was because when she went to go record I Miss You back in 99, somebody was like, alright, I'll let you cut this. Can you record I Don't Wanna? Can y'all imagine what we would have missed on? Like, the hit, the greatness? Like, could y'all imagine? Was today years old.
instead of cooking your pancakes one by one and wasting so much time. Just cook them in an air fryer. You can cook loads of them at once. Now you can get perfect pancakes every time.
So this is actually a repost, and I know that because I tried this many months ago and it made shocker. Doesn't work super well. It's almost like you swap them out for pre-made pancakes, but that would be crazy. Something simple. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? Well,
She says she's Miss Campbell.
Kuya na tanggal. Kuya na tanggal. Ano ba, Grace? Ano naman to? Tingnan niyo kung ano yung ginawa niyo sa katawan ko. Lisod jud kayo ni makisad jud sa rara. It looks like ang mutig kayo siya.
foods that disappeared from America during Christmas. Today's kids will never understand these holiday treats. Part 2. Pepsi Holiday Spice. A cinnamon spice cola that only showed up for a couple winters festive. Weird, unforgettable, and now gone forever. Lifesaver Sweet Storybook. OG flavor. Even a book full of candy in your stocking felt like winning Christmas morning. The newer versions are not the same. Oreo candy cane minis, crunchy peppermint cookie sandwiches, and tiny soda snack packs. Why did Oreo stop the magic? Holiday Cap and Crunch. Ornament cereal. Bright red and green decorations that turned your milk into Christmas. Now replaced by boring limited editions. Jello pudding pops. Holiday flavors. Creamy frozen treats that turn December into summer for a few minutes. Kids today have no idea. Sierra Mist. Cranberry Splash Original. The fizzy holiday drink that tasted like Christmas cheer, replaced by random seasonal sodas no one asked for. Nestle Wonka gingerbread gobstoppers. Hard candy that changed flavors as you ate it like edible Christmas magic that disappeared from shelves. Coca-Cola with lime Christmas runs. Those seasonal appearances made it feel like Santa himself approved it, now vanished with zero explanation. Holiday hostess pudding, festive little cupcakes that made every school lunch feel like Christmas break, completely erased from today's world. Hershey's Chocolate Bells thicker, OG version. Solid milk chocolate wrapped in shiny foil stockings haven't hit the same since they shrank them. Foods that disappeared from America during Christmas. Today's kids will never understand these holiday treats.
What gun-wielding anime characters could clear a Cog Warzone lobby? To be honest with you, clear a Cog Warzone lobby. I got a few answers for this, including my own personal strike squad that would dominate all tournaments, including any battle royale you put them in. One of the first people they named was Bash Stampede from Trigun, which is an absolute dog. There's no doubt in my mind that you have a blast out there, especially knowing how COD has crazy weapon variants and mods that will completely change how your gun works. With all that in mind, which gunslingers would you select? Not gonna lie, one of the first people that came to my mind was one of the ghosts. Revenge is my favorite bounty in section. Nominated Hajime from Ari Fun Demon. What? Anime gunslinger. What I'm talking about. Our team gets even into the universe. Damn, my boy Battlefield.
Boy, was that ever said in a sarcastic. All my bitches dance. All my bitches dance. All my bitches dance. Put them on the list.
I've been diagnosed with a disease that you've probably never heard of. It is super rare. I've been a nurse 9 years, and I've literally never even heard of it. It's called Nutcracker syndrome.
She was just diagnosed with something called Nutcracker syndrome, and most people, even in medicine, have barely heard of it. Nutcracker syndrome is a rare vascular condition that happens when the left renal vein, the vessel that drains blood from the kidney, gets compressed between two major arteries. Those arteries are the aorta and the superior mesenteric artery. This compression raises pressure in the renal vein, which can cause blood in the urine, flank, or abdominal pain, and sometimes anemia.
Wait, hold on. If I come to the airport tomorrow, I can be trespassed. You're already trespassed.
This video is gonna go nuts. What do you think? Riddle me this: why is he dressed like Boyd Rock? Why is that guy in the airport dressed like Boyd? $2 million.
It's time for our annual fun turkey, and today we're going to be the cabin for 3.
Speedy. That was close. Oh, hey, the person.
Which heroes can counter Magneto? 1. Sebastian Shaw. In X-Men First Class, Sebastian Shaw easily overpowers Magneto. Shaw, who can absorb and redirect energy, is essentially invulnerable to Magneto's attacks. In their battle, Magneto only prevails by removing Shaw's helmet, which protects him from telepathic attacks. 2. Professor X. Professor X, with his powerful telepathic abilities, is a significant counter to Magneto. He can control the minds of Omega level and lower level mutants for up to 24 hours.
Hello, Nat. Can you sing a lullaby? Look great. I don't have a lullaby. Thanks. It was just cold. This is my it's getting cold outfit. But how's your solo giving? Is it as much fun as mine? Are you still here, Nat? Nope. I guess he left. I must have missed the. Yeah. Ah, well, that happens. Oi. Why is. What's it called? TikTok giving me problems. I missed people. Oh well. I miss not coming in. Oh well. Matt has a new picture? Yeah, he does. Oh. VPN local. Where's transmission OP? I swear. Yeah, let's get this up. Da, 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 da. Hello, hello. 99999. Luckily. Oh, 99999. No, no. Nothing. Ah.
Even the formidable Sebastian Shaw couldn't resist Professor X's mental control. Magneto, aware of this vulnerabilities that transcend conventional limits. Her telekinetic abilities surpass Magneto.
Toys that were discontinued and today's kids will never experience? Furby Nightmare, OG Twisted Ankle, and Shadow.
What's the number one trick or not trick, but what's the one way that for people out listening to try to build their engagement? Is it engaging with the engagers? Just that simple? I mean, that's definitely a huge part about it. I think like even more than just getting more engaged. Does your eye twitch? This is myokemia, and it's caused by too much caffeine, stress, anxiety, and lack of sleep. Does your
Apparently, you don't need a planimeter to measure the area of something like an island. All you need is a pair of scissors and a scale.
This Rescuers one sheet from 1977 seems to have lived a second life as
Popular through the Depression. Unlike wheat pancakes, Johnny cakes use just cornmeal, salt, and boiling water. Some regions have.
Sure. Now Bailey wants to.
He's out. Got 2 revolutions before that kick.
Speedball the ultimate with nobody. Oh!
Disastrous landing for Bailey.
And now Pac once again building momentum and uncorks on Bailey and transitions immediately into the brutalizer. Bailey, he may be out. Pac.
Yeah, the officials.
On this channel, I have shown many examples of the incredible attention to detail in Tears of the Kingdom. But thanks to my fellow YouTubers over at GVG, I just learned about probably the most insane example of this for Breath of the Wild. And obviously I have to show you guys because it's just so cool. Right, so usually when you throw a bomb, you can only detonate it manually by pressing Pelican. If you try to detonate it by hitting it with a weapon or setting on fire, it won't work. But it actually can be detonated by other Shiga technology. Like if you hit the bomb with a blue flame near one of the tech labs, it'll blow up. If you strike it with an ancient weapon, it'll blow up. If you shoot it with an ancient arrow, it'll blow up. If a guardian laser hits it, it'll blow up. This also explains why guardian scouts can shoot and blow up your remote bombs, but other enemies can only knock them away. This is such a great detail. How many of you knew about this?
they're not. They are. It gets real cold in Japan.
Vapor pressure is like a
It gets real cold in Japan. And if you're coming to Japan and then going back home to somewhere else that's also really cold, this video is for you. Welcome to Uniqlo Japan, the store that wants to make sure you're never cold again. This is heat tech, and it is designed to make sure that you're comfortable in any weather, and it will literally change your life. They have pants, shirts, sweaters, undershirts, everything heat tech. Socks, and when I'm telling you this stuff keeps you warm, you can dress like it's basically spring, put this stuff on, and it will keep you warm. You can literally get cashmere heat tech, and it's all so cheap. Every item you see that says heat tech on it is going to be under.
vapor pressure is like a liquid's push to a.
In September 2002, astronomers discovered.
Hank Hill, happy Thanksgiving.
Hank, this is Ernst. I hope you're sitting down for the bombshell I'm about to drop. That's Chesterton.
Is this about the smell in Peggy's hair?
This is not about some smell that you are imagining. Peggy is here with your turkey. They are both smooth and rocking.
Oh, God. Your mother took the turkey and ran off to her hairdresser.
Looking at me like you want my man?
This is the story of a
10 MasterChef myths that turned out to be true.
I've been dealing with the Da Vinci twins stealing my content since 2022, even though I bought them.
And I've also had one of my videos stolen by the Demicky twins. I don't know why TikTok wouldn't let me stitch the original video, but I figured the screen recording would be sufficient. I'll tag your profile below so you guys can see the video for yourselves. But anyways, another content creator of mine sent me that video. Another content creator who has had their content stolen by the Demicky twins, and I figured I would show my example of my content being stolen. The original video I posted was this in June of 2023. Alright, it's time for your test. What does this mean? I don't know. You know what this is? Afraid not. What's wrong with this? No clue. What does this do? It's me. Tell me what's missing here. Why? Because I asked you to answer one of these questions. Then, in September of the same year, I was sent this. What's this mean? I don't know. You know what this is? Afraid not. What's missing here? No clue. Explain this. The drawing a blank. What does this do? Read me. Now, yeah, I'll admit, I wasn't the first one to probably make any of those jokes, but putting them together in that format, that close together, come on, guys. Now, when this first happened, I did DM them about the whole situation, saying, this is when I posted it, you're copying nearly word for word, I understand you took inspiration from my content, but this is just plagiarizing, and basically asked them to either credit me or delete the video, because, again, that's kind of piss, and this is plagiarizing. They never responded, and I don't think ever took down the video, so I just had them blocked since then, and to my knowledge, they haven't stolen any more of my videos, but at this point, I'm just more disappointed than angry. There is an infinite...
Nintendo?
What would I call the network? Just I'll call it something. Let's get this up and running again. Nope. Yep. Ooh. Hmm. All right. There's that. That. Hopefully that one will work. I don't know if it will or not. I'm still fixing up Pirate. Ugh. Let's go do it on the other one. So that's done. That's done. That's so this is going to be TZ. Me being lazy. Nothing new. I myself. First word I do. It's gonna be Pirate Vol now. I'll keep it like this for now. Ear is itchy. And Pirate Vol, Bridge, yeah. And then for all this path stuff. I kinda had it here already. Just comment them out here. That's sonar. Why can't I focus anymore? Okay, now for this one, I need. Welcome back, Nat. How you doing? I saw you in, and then sorry I didn't acknowledge you earlier. You're back. How's your Thanksgiving going? Or are you doing a solo giving as well? All good? I think that might have been something I said earlier. Okay, that's that. I went and did some jujitsu. Andrew invited me to dinner. I had to leave early anyways. Well, yeah, it's always nice to have an invitation. I remember in college, because it's Thanksgiving, there's no real reason to fly back. And I would get invited to Thanksgiving. I got invited to a formal, like, all American Thanksgiving, and that felt weird. Sitting at the table, everyone eating, passing food around. Yeah. Hawaii's always been like potluck style. Grab your food, eat, sit where you want. And then went to another person's Thanksgiving, Asian family who's from the mainland, and it's potluck style. I didn't really eat much. I just ended up passing out because I spent the night before typing out a paper. And they're like, "Oh, sorry." It's like I remember hearing like, "Oh yeah, he's probably asleep because he's stayed up all night typing a paper." Yeah, it's nice to have an invitation to go out every so often. So what are you gonna do for dinner or anything? Are you doing anything? Cooking anyways because I had the turkey. Oh, you bought a turkey and you made it all for yourself? That's a lot of food for yourself. Your kids falling Monday morning? Wow, that's kind of a late request. It used to be the week before, right? That's what I would think. Um, I had been planning Thanksgiving for months and everything else. Purchase and defrosting. Yeah, that sucks. I can say I've been there. Well, I can't say I've been there, but so how do you make your turkey? Any special way? Do it like a 3 hour brine or all night brine or whatever? Or you're the one that likes to baste it? I'm just gonna make myself hungry talking about food. Hey, Ace. That's here, Ace. He did jujitsu today. I'm just cooking myself stuffing and some vegetables because it's only me. No point in cooking a whole big meal, especially when I don't have my garbage disposal Daniel around anymore, as he would eat all my leftovers. I think that's all I need. So, Alrighty, I think that's all I need. Let's get this up and running. I got videos to make tomorrow. I got food I need to cook and eat. What else would I want? Oh, there went Nat. Da 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 da. That's up. That's down. Let's take. Let's try. Nope. So, yep, that should be it. But part should be here. Oh, my stomach is starting to get hungrier and hungrier. Doesn't help that I didn't really eat dinner last night.
If you take Benadryl or Z-Fuel regularly to sleep, here's something to consider. These products contain diphenhydramine and incognin.
You abandoned me.
So everyone thought this guy was crazy for trying to see him. Punk got into two back-to-back fight within 2 years in AEW. After the incident got allowed, Punk was at call. 9 months later, the best of the world would return, but it wouldn't last long. During the second run in AEW, Punk said he was help with the sheet backstage. Fellow wrestler Jack Perry was adamant about being a stunt, where he goes for a real car windshield. Multiple backstage personnel had told Perry no, but he still wanted to perform stunt. That's what CM Punk was then, and used his authority as a veteran wrestler to tell Jack Perry no. According to CM Punk, Perry was small but understanding when Punk explained why he would not slam through a real car windshield. That seemed to be the end of it. However, not long after, Target was openly back. This time, it ended much worse. During AEW Hall interview, Jack Perry was match, he said this to the camera. Hey, you're right down. Jack Perry's right here. Crushing real glass. Crushing the outside of your river. Obviously, this was a direct shot taken at CM Punk. This upset Punk, and he confronted Jack Perry after the match. As CM Punk got into two backstage fights, did you know in Underworld, Kate no one realized that the Wait. Brad, that's Luchasaurus! No, okay, let's go. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, what is going on out there? What the? No, hey.
Some call her the dine and dash diva. Today, a so-called influencer accused of skipping out on lavish bills at high-end restaurants. The police.
Leave like
Brent.
Hey, hey guys, we're trending. Yeah, everyone's talking about Fruity Pebbles. Bruh. This is great. We have busted our butts this whole year to outgrow this company. No one ever mentions us. It's always that, tiger looking MF. But no, look.
Did you start playing Breath of the Wild and you're unsure?
Movie productions that
Cut this hole about a week.
Alrighty. Pirate network up. According to this. And Jellyfin. I didn't see the error. Additional properties, Pirate Network. Oh, what? Move to right. Networks. There we go. And then let's see if I can get this up and running. Yeah. Alright, so Jellyfin's up. Pirate Network's up. So I gotta configure Pirate Network. Let's take a look at where Stash. Stash needs to be a part of Pirate Network. I'll leave it under Red Media. So that's only files. Never open the files after. Let's see. Yep. Where's Watchtower down? I gotta update Watchtower. 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 Is it a container? What's the change since I last ran it? Alright. What happened to B2 Tech Watchtower? Looks like they updated. So let's do this. Copy, edit, new folder, Watchtower. Watchtower.yaml. Hmm. 84. Hey, King Booty. Hello. How you doing? Thanks for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Watchtower needs to go up. Are you vibe coding? Not really coding. Have you heard of Docker? I am setting up my home self-hosted solutions. One of them is setting up Docker and everything else. So I haven't. Sorry. So okay. So Docker is what they call containerization. So it's like a virtualization of an OS, basically. Oh, web development. So this is not this is not even really web development. This is like infrastructure development, and you will run like your web development code inside of what they call Docker containers. You create an image, then you run the image, and it's called a container. So as of what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to set up a self-hosted solution, all using Docker, and I've had this running. Well, I had my media server or my home server for over 10 years now. And so I was one of the first people to pick up Docker that was not like an enterprise level. And so because of that, now you have like I can run apps locally via all Docker. You can run. Later on I'm going to try to see if I can run a generative AI via Docker because you can connect your GPUs to it and everything else. And then if you do Kubernetes, which is an orchestrator, or Docker Swarm, which are these like where you can connect multiple servers together to do stuff, you can. But I only have one server, so that's brand new. And Kubernetes is out there and been kind of now common deployment environment, running environment for like 5 years now. So what I'm trying to do now is create this kind of self-hosted solution where I can have my photos backed up to my home server. I have what's called Jellyfin, which is a media player locally. So if I run it on that server and I have a client on my phone, I can watch it on my phone. If I have it on my if I have a tablet, I can run it on a tablet. So forth like that. What else do I have on? What am I setting up there? So I set up what's just recently just set up Watchtower, which is a way to update images and containers. Well, let's see. I might find out because of connecting stuff. So I have like you can connect everything you do can be like connected through VPN if you want to. That's a lot of networking, and to be honest, networking's not my strong point. But yeah, I got Watchtower. Is it up? Yeah, it looks like it's up and running. Oh no, it says it's down. It still says it's down. Why is it down? Let's get rid of this. Services. I think I'm supposed to take down Watchtower. You're doing something techie from the way you're sitting in hand posture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately I can't really show you the screen, and stuff like that. I'll put out a basic, and part of the problem is like I can't really put out a good I can't put out a GitHub of this nicely because it's if you're anonymous you you're fine doing it, but I don't want to put a GitHub out this because it's can be weird. But like the other thing is like I'm trying to do is I might put out the smart home version, where you can connect to smart home and everything else via Docker and containers and stuff. Like I do want to I got kind of it working, at least on my dev environment. I have to switch it over. But where's my smart home? But yeah, one of the things I did on my smart home is you should be able to hear this. I got text to speech and speech to text stuff going. So I can try the voice.
Hi everyone.
And I want to start adding a local AI so I can start giving it a character. Problem is I can't do that because that server does not have a graphics card. So, and I can't build a new server right now. Really, King? That's the first thing you go to? But yeah, the next step would be I do have a AI generated fork Docker stack that I want to use that uses Neo4j, who is a database. And the idea was next step would be to see if I can get that running. Problem is it uses an NVIDIA card, and the dev comp I have only has AMD, so I gotta convert. I gotta figure out how to make it work with AMD. I might have to replace the images with an AMD image or build it into an AMD image. But yeah, this is nothing coding yet. I do have other projects that do with more coding stuff, but this is more
Hi
infrastructure and
everyone.
architecture and playing around with stuff. But yeah, so home. It's kind of nice to have I'm getting my home assistant exposed and everything, or my smart home ready. But now I gotta go configure some other apps. Well, why is the first thing was Gunner images? Yeah. I'll get. I will get there. Um, I was trying to do some what they call SSO, single sign on, and LDAP a week ago, but I could not get it working. But I got the other stuff I've been working, and then yeah, I'll probably put out the what's it called? I will probably put out the smart home Docker Compose because that's all open source stuff I'm doing now. Cannot really. How many lives have I done? A few. Won't let me stop the other images. I might have to do it as root, which sucks. Lives are like, how many times have I gone live? Many times. Um, yeah. Man, I forgot the Docker commands. But yeah, I'm trying to get all this done. And this should make my life a little bit easier. Nice, man. It's hard to focus on complex stuff on live. I find it hard to produce music when my neighbor here, thin walls here. Well, actually, my big problem with all this complex stuff is like it's not focusing. It's just I'm on live to keep myself from getting distracted or putting something on to distract myself, but at the same time, like I don't know. I just don't. I'm not. I don't have like a what's it called deadline or there's no. It's not like Big Brother watching me. It's from like virtual employer. Not really. That's not the problem. Because I can do the work. The actual real problem is like is I have no deadline or motivation to really get these done. It'll make my life easier and everything else, but like the motivation for it to be completed, it doesn't really change my life. So that's the reason why like it doesn't. I have not really been pushing hard to do it. So, yeah, that can happen too. My biggest problem though is just like it's just lately I have like no motive. Like I'm not motivated to get any of this done. Really, it doesn't really change my life any that much. So and I've been fine with everything. So why bother? So yeah, like my whole media server. For like the last year, I have rarely touched it, and it's been fine. So it's like the only reason why I'm doing it now is because I might as well. Okay, that's all working. Ah, man. So I got those all running. Smart home's kind of running. Um, hmm. Anything else I need to run? Oh, Jelly Sear. Hey, welcome back, Nat. What the now needs pirate? What does Jelly Sear need? So, cool thing is, oh, Nat, I don't think I've shown you. Well, I can't really show you this, but you can hear it. I got I'm starting to get the smart home going. All I gotta do now is add a well, the hard part is I can't get a AI thing going, but I got
Hi everyone. Hi Nat.
so
Hi Nat. This
once I
is a
add
smart home.
yeah, so once I add the AI agent into this, it will start being a smart home, but that's just the basics. So I got the endpoints that talk and record what I can say. And so yeah, I need to add a what they call a conversation agent. I might really, King, you're gonna put that again? No, Technically, I could. Well, let's put it first. I can't do any real generative AI content that's heavy, that requires a lot of processing power, because I do not have any graphics card that's on my local server. All I have it. All I have is my mini comp. That's a dev comp. That's really like low grade. It's not like the motherboard graphics card, but it's like the step above a motherboard's graphics card. So it's not that powerful. And the only reason why I'm using it right now to do this is just to development. I didn't want to buy something too pricey and then not have it work. But yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can get it done. I'm gonna try to get if I can get it working. That'll be awesome. Then I'll have to look into actually getting the hardware to do it, because I'll need some NVIDIA graphics cards and stuff like that. And they do they don't do the NVIDIA graphics cards, and you used to be able to run them in parallel or sync them up. I used to have it. I don't think I have it anymore. When I built my other gaming PC, you could do the multiple graphics card sync. You can't do that anymore. I don't know if you can do that anymore. Well, they have a bridge. Crossfire's gone though. Welcome back, Nat. Yeah, I got the smart home kind of working. I gotta go build the Bluetooth hotspots, and we'll see if I can get those running. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to see if I can get the AI stack working. Streaming Inspire folder, alrighty. Yeah, and then at some point I'll probably share. Well, here, go to my GitHub. If you watch my GitHub, I'll probably put one of the Docker stuff up there. I have a bunch of coding on there, and you can take a look. It's kind of empty because I've been working a regular job, and so I don't really do anything when I have a regular job to that. But you can take a look. I have some things when I first adopted Docker. Docker was what, 2019, so that's when everyone was learning it. Kubernetes 2019. Did you see the link? It's github.com/jtomage. Hopefully it showed up. Hopefully you gotta put the .com in there. Hopefully that showed up. But yeah, I'll see if I can get if I get the the smart home stuff. I want to 2 more things I got to add to the smart home before I do the finishing up the AI stuff. I want to get the ESP32 home up and running with the Bluetooth configured stuff, and then I'll probably put that onto my Docker or my GitHub on how to configure it all via Docker. Alrighty. Yeah, and then you can follow that and you can learn from it. Hopefully, I have good enough readmes. Yeah, see ya. ESP32. So ESP32 are little boards. No, they're basically they're microcontroller boards. Usually have a Bluetooth Wi-Fi capability on them, and if you connect them to your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and then you can use them as Bluetooth routers. And so then I had one thing I just wanted to see if I can get done is connect that to Bluetooth to a headset, and then you can connect it to a speaker, maybe a microphone in, and that way you will be able to talk to your smart home. So, and Olama or whatever AI agent you have. So that's kind of the goal. No, I don't want AI to control my mind. I want to control the AI with a headset. But yeah, so that's the plan. I've been slow to make the changes because of other issues, but yeah. So as soon as I get all that working and figure it out, it'll be nice. First human to give it. So nope, I don't want to be giving my soul to computer. I want to be controlling the AI the whole time. All right. Yeah. Good night, gang. What was it? But yeah. Hopefully, I'll update it shortly, and you can start learning. All right. So Jelly C needs to be on Pirate Network. That's done. That's done. That's done. All right, for real. All right. Alrighty. Just do Pirate. Jelly C. Hey, Flyfish, welcome back. You are on. Working hard? Yeah. I almost got the whole. I got almost the part that I wanted to get done today almost done. Or I got it deployed. I got to still configure it, but it's it's there. Um, in my head, I'm able to figure. I can visualize a lot of stuff in my head. Like this one's easy because it's not that. It's just swim basically for my whole media home server. It's just swim lanes. You just need to know which swim lanes and which what applications you can cross which swim lane. That's it. Nothing other than that. Uh, so plumbing pipes. You can sort of imagine what coded machine. So I'm not really coding right now. This is not really coding. This is um, this is on the umbrella for what they call DevOps. And well, DevOps has coding. You're writing code to do base, but it's not. It's not like actually like writing algorithms or anything like that. Kinda. Well, you can in DevOps, but what I'm really doing here is creating an infrastructure, or I'm deploying out applications that are already built uh, in Docker. So yeah, I'm not really doing much coding. Mostly of this is just setting up so you install. It's basically like it's like installing, running, executing the app, and then configuring them so that they all work together. Yeah, so this is called DevOps. This is under the umbrella of DevOps. Yeah. The other one I was doing, like when you caught me in the beginning of the month or whatever, it was the enumeration pattern. That one was coding. That's different. Yeah. So that one is more coding. This one is just setting it stuff up. I I like to think of this one as more. What I'm doing right now is more like being a mechanic. You're not built when you. So what I'm doing right now is like more like being like, yeah, in my opinion, is more like being a mechanic. I'm not engineering the parts. I'm not putting together parts, or I'm not creating the engine or building the engine already. The engine's already built. The tires are already made. The things you're picking out what kind of tires you want. You're picking out what kind of frame you want. You're picking out what kind of engine you want, and you're putting it all together. That's that's what I'm doing. Testing, not so much. Oh, I saw you had an afro. Not really an afro. I call it the Asian fro. Person interest. The TV show? No. I know Sheldon's mother's on there though, from Big Bang Theory. All right. I gotta look what's going on here. Oh no. It's running. So why can't I reach it? $90.91. Yeah. 90.91 I should be able to reach. I Why does this keep resetting? See if this runs then. Down? I can't win. I just broke something. Yeah, now I gotta fix it. Still down. Duct tape. Well, part of the problem is Open Media Vault kind of sucks. Because what it did was it reset my compose files because I opened them up on the UI when it should have never done that. It should have just kept it as however I wanted it. And so now that I know that, I've been creating backups now locally that I'm probably gonna put on my GitHub, but not make public, on how to get all this working again. Let's see. Uh-oh. Kanye West. What's Kanye West doing here? Well, it said Kanye West joined. Kanye, gift us the gags. You're gonna go for a run later? Okay. That's something to do on a Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's not too cold out. Okay. Too much ranking? I have no idea. I wouldn't. Cortisol, stress hormone. Maybe. I mean, I would not be surprised. I'll say that. Um, downloads. So that here, copy the name, and go. Very nice what's the nasty profile? Running a lot into your PFP. You're a runner before your PFP. No, I wasn't a runner. I was a gym guy who liked to work out the gym. And then I moved to California and I could not go to the gym anymore. Basically what it was. You got lean with no cardio. Well, the cardio was there. I was riding bicycle, doing judo, so forth. Hello, who joined? LMK? Hello. I don't know what's going on and why it's failing. I had this all working. Yeah. Now it doesn't. Maybe I should try one that I know that works first. No, 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 no. Let's try this. Maybe it'll give me a good error. That will have to be a network pirate, though. Fake source. Hello. Let's try this. Why is this stopped? Why is Watchtower stopped? Ah, nothing's working. Ah, never mind. That's done. Let's get downloader. Hey, Cement, welcome back. No, you haven't told me what's wrong with his profile. You just say something's wrong with it and you won't say what it is. TikTok filtered out what? What your comment was? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with his profile. And if you can't tell me, then I don't know. I'm gonna say this. You can't just tell me someone's profile is bad and not tell me what it is. I'm not going out of my way to look for it. Unless it's explicitly there. Then I don't know what to tell you. You just message it? Okay. That's all? I don't know what. That's all? That's not anything horrible. That's not minor.
Southeast Asian ancestry.
breaking news this afternoon. Right now, BART Civic Center Station is closed in San Francisco because of what appears to be a fire on the tracks, and it is having some major ripple effects right now. We're off to see whose ass we're kicking tonight. And your opponents are? Oh, hey, back in time.
Andy's not facing the impact coming. When he's not allowed to go with the bump, it just heightens the possibility that a real injury could happen. To follow him, he hesitated ever so slightly, and he didn't know. Am I missing a spot? Am I supposed to follow Randy? What the hell does he want me to do? Randy actually lets anger fuel him. He's the person that didn't know whether he's Randy Orton. Emma on the center. Randy's not facing the impact coming. When he's not allowed to go with the bump, it just heightens the possibility that a real water features in
Lemon pepper chicken in Japan. So we officially have a statement from DoorDash Open and chat about it. Having a second, and I have following the page. So let's go. You can obviously source this yourself, but where your DoorDash driver charges posting video of the customer has been harassed. So this was posted yesterday on Oswego News. So let's get into the obviously use of the Woman accused of filming a naked customer while delivering for DoorDash and was harassed as a result of the attention case, the lawyer said. Olivia faces those charges, both felonies. The statement, Senior Assistant Public Defender David Smallwood said that he and the Oswego County PD's office took the job of fighting for and protecting the rights of the accused seriously. Smallwood thanked everyone for the support they have received thus far, but referenced the viral nature of the case, which has generated headlines across the country. Further goes on to say, we are aware of the rampant online speculation, some of which has escalated to harassment, and wanted to ask people for calm at this time. Even now, there are AI videos being faked into situations, so we caution everyone to examine the media they are consuming. I would agree with that. I've said that in the beginning. I've said that now. Like, you have to be careful. I've always said that about all the cases that we cover. You have to watch for like what you're consuming and make sure that you're receiving information from factual sources, which is what happened with the Casey stuff for Austin, right? Like that all turned out to be fake and a lie, and everybody jumped onto it. But the same thing is happening on the counter side too. So you have to be careful of what videos you're looking at. AI is really prevalent in a lot of cases. So just careful with what you're consuming. This is a summary of the case. Again, police said on October 12th, she was working for DoorDash. She arrived at the customer's house, found the door open, customer lying on the couch, pants and underwear around his ankles. She reported the incident the next day. Officers investigated. The police at Henderson reported to take a photo. She's the one with the progressively bad behavior, right? Like we've seen that there's the statement from DoorDash posting a video. Only cats can.
Okay, so those two are supposedly bad. Hello. I can get one thing out of there. Yay! Now it should be working. Yes, got it. Oh, pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt. Alright, that's done. Alright. So that's all up and running. So other parts do I need? Yes, we close that. Yay. Now, got that one going. Ended account. I don't even know what I put in my jellyfin. Oh. Mm. Oh, package got delivered. Kind of late for delivery. Alrighty, I'll go stop the broadcast here, pick up a package, get other things set up, and come back. Yeah.